Concepts of presynaptic, postsynaptic, and synaptic cleft to students. You can use the analogy of a telephone conversation between two people. Here is how you can break it down. Presynaptic. Imagine one person holding a telephone and speaking into it. This person represents the presynaptic neuron. They have an important message to convey. Postsynaptic. Now, picture another person on the receiving end of the telephone conversation. This person represents the postsynaptic neuron. They are eagerly waiting to receive the message from the presynaptic neuron. Synaptic cleft. In between the two people, there is a small gap, just like the gap between the presynaptic and postsynaptic neurons. This gap is called the synaptic cleft. Now, let's put it all together. The presynaptic neuron is like the person speaking into the telephone, sending electrical signals called neurotransmitters down its telephone line. These neurotransmitters act as the message being transmitted. The synaptic cleft, the gap between the two people, represents the gap between the presynaptic and postsynaptic neurons. It's like a small space where the message needs to cross. Finally, the postsynaptic neuron is like the person on the receiving end of the telephone conversation, waiting to receive the message. The postsynaptic neuron has receptor sites that are like the ears, ready to listen and receive the neurotransmitters sent by the presynaptic neuron. When the neurotransmitters reach the postsynaptic neuron, they bind to the receptor sites, just like the message being received by the person on the telephone. This binding process triggers a response in the postsynaptic neuron, allowing the message to be passed along to the next neuron or to initiate an action in the body.